Hey, good morning, everybody. Joey here with a going to be doing another tobacco review today. It's on one I smoke pretty often. I've smoked quite a bit of this stuff. I actually I used to order it like 2 ounces at a time. Now I just ordered it in the 8 dog scratching their beats. Stop it. Now, sorry about that. I ordered it in the 8 ounce. Bulk, but it's a Cornell and Diehl product, and it's a Old Joe Krantz. There, you can see it's fairly dark, and what it is, it's a primarily it's a heavy Burly blend, which for some reason as of late I've been smoking mainly primarily Virginia, Perique, or just straight Virginia blends, but I don't know, I got kind of back to the Old Joe Krantz, but it's a heavy Burly blend, so if you're not a Burly fan, you're going to hate it. It's also got a real good amount of Perique in it, and I think it's stoved red Virginias, but it's a Burly, Perique, and Virginia blend in that order of quantities of each. It's a man's tobacco. It's strong. I guess even its name kind of sounds Old Joe Krantz. Sounds like some old fart that'll kick your ass. This tobacco will kick your ass if you really go to town on it. The tin note of it is it's actually got a very sweet kind of top note to it. Almost like to me it smells almost like Red Man chewing tobacco, like all the baseball players used to chew. It's got a sweet, kind of fermented sweet smell like that, with a definite, that nutty kind of Burly background. But the Virginia, I don't, maybe just that fermented stove Virginia is what's giving it that really sweet kind of top note. It's kind of musty smelling, but not in a bad way. Just a deep, earthy, sweet. It's probably the Perique that's giving it kind of that musty smell. At any rate, today, I'm just going to go for broke. I'm smoking in a real large bowl pipe, but I'm going to sip it. It's my little Eric Nording Danish pipe. When I say it'll kick your ass, I don't mean like it doesn't make me sick or my head spin, but I can actually feel my heart rate by the time I finish smoking a bowl of this stuff. I can feel my heart rate has increased for certain. So if you're not tolerant of stronger tobaccos, this one is really strong in my opinion, then be careful with it. Another thing about this tobacco, it tends to, it's one of those that'll rise up in your pipe as it expands, like some kind of angry poltergeist. So it does require some tamping. But it always takes light nicely, and it comes fairly dry when you get it, but I tend to dry it out for maybe 10 or 15 minutes. It seems to smoke better for me. And if you're not a fan of Perique, stay away from this because it's got a goodly amount in it. Now I heard it's maybe like even 25% Perique. It wouldn't surprise me if it was, but I'm not sure for certain if there's quite that much, but it's definitely quite a bit in there. It's definitely not a refined tobacco. I wouldn't classify it as that, but it is somewhat complex. It changes while you're smoking it. Sometimes you'll get that really sweet Virginia, sweet hay thing, and Most of the time, though, it's that real nutty Burly, almost cigar-like, but not really. Just got that deep, earthy Burly. And then occasionally, especially when you get towards the end of the bowl, that Perique really comes out. Slightly kind of spicy, kind of like black pepper, you know, that you would grind up and put on your food, and maybe slightly even sour, but not in a horrible way. I don't know if you've ever tried smoking Perique just by itself to get a kind of taste of it. It's got a slightly sour taste to me. That does come through, especially towards the end. But the room note of this, probably not the best. I've been asked really not to smoke it inside around my better half. She doesn't particularly love this room note. So it might be offensive, especially to, you know, non-pipe smoker or non-smoker. The room note's not going to win any awards. For as strong as this is in the nicotine department, it's actually very mellow to smoke. It's not harsh. I know I just did a review on that Jackknife Ready Rub from GLP's, who his tobaccos are made by Cornell and Diehl. That was a really, really good smoke, but it was very harsh, like the first quarter or third of the bowl. This really isn't like that. Smoke's pretty smooth right up front. But it'll definitely let you know you smoked it. I mean, it's on a scale of 1 to 10 for nicotine, I would probably put it in the 7 to 8 range. Probably 8, solid 8. Say it's right up there or higher than like, it's definitely higher than like Peterson's Irish Flake if you've ever smoked that. This is definitely not an all-day smoke for me, and I'm very tolerant of higher nicotines. Definitely wouldn't smoke this one all day, but I like it. It puts out a great amount of smoke, as you can see. It's probably overall, I would give this probably an 8 out of 10. I love this stuff. I do buy a lot of it, but it's not one of those everyday smokes. I kind of break it out every once in a while. Again, I mentioned at the beginning, if you don't like Burly, you will not like this. If you like Burly, you will probably really like this. If you like Perique and Burly, you will love this, because it's heavy in Burly and Perique. But there's really just enough Virginia in there. It kind of mellows it out and makes it, gives it a nice sweetness. But it's got that heavy, heavy, nutty Burly going on for certain. And as you get farther down the bowl, it kind of, everything sort of comes a little more together, as opposed to so much being able to detect everything separately. But the kind of sourness of the Perique does come out more so towards the end. Overall, it's a really, really good smoke. I mean, I love the stuff. So easily, solid 8 out of 10 all the way around. Give it a shot if you don't mind stronger tobaccos, and if you like Burleys. I mean, this certainly isn't like a Burly like Sir Walter Raleigh or something. It's not like that at all. I mean, it's really, really good. But if you like that kind of tobacco, give it a shot. I mean, you can't go wrong. It's very reasonably priced. I love it. So I'll see you the next time.